In this lecture, we will examine our first article example. So once we complete our macro context creation in the content brief, the first thing that you should see is that the order of these things and the contextual connection between them. Because after giving the definitional context, moving to the benefit context, it might be cause or create the problems of the discourse integration. Basically, the discourse integration is the connection between the previous sentence and the next sentence. It is also related to the sequential sentences. That means from one sentence to another, there should be the certain types of contextual connection. And most of the time, to be able to provide that connection in a better way, we try to use the mutual words. I call them anchor segment. Mutual words are the words that you see in the specific sentence and then they will repeat it in the next one. It might be water, it might be something else, maybe it the groundwater, or whether it is human, like you see human in this sentence, and in the next sentence we have the females, males, adults, body. These are all are the subclasses or relevant because the females, humans, males, and the adult body or the adults human body, that type of connection. And whenever we use the anchor segment, it means we are flowing from the one context to the different context, and while doing that we are trying to define or qualify every benefit one by one. Once we complete our specific macro context with a certain type of degree, sometimes we use the context term directly inside the macro context at the end. Like for example, you see the benefits of drinking a lot of water, benefits of hydration, benefits of water in the morning. Here you can see how much water you should drink per day, the benefits of drinking water in the morning, the benefits of drinking water during dinner, the benefits of drinking a lot of water, a gallon of water per day, and the hydration, that is the synonym of drinking water, that is the main benefit in that context. I mentioned in the last content brief, before giving the image or after giving the image in the sentences, we connect or qualify the image in a very connected way, because whatever we write in this specific image, these are our macro context. Here you can see before the image we give the sentence or connect the text with the visual content, and then in the visual content we given the same hierarchy of the all the benefits one more time. In a basic or in a different way, we are using the knowledge domain terms and the contextual terms, and we are using our definition and the main benefits as physiologically or psychologically, or by connecting the biological process or homeostatic functioning and other areas at the same time. If you look at here in this specific macro context, we give the few institution names and some certain type of conditions like sufficient, safe, acceptable, physically accessible, and affordable water for personal and the domestic use is recognized by United Nations as a fundamental human right. As you see, this is the beginning is not relevant to the benefit of water, but it is connected to the vitality of the water. Lack of water as a fundamental resource is associated with the emotional distress and the negative mental health outcomes, according to the researchers at Arizona State University. Once you use the researchers' word and you use, for example, the Arizona State University or any institution name, it will be helpful for you to prove that even at the beginning, you giving the scientific nature or the scientific terms or the researchers or the studies, since we are also able to use the percentages and scientific terms or the science terms or the knowledge domain terms from the scientific approach. So you should understand one really important thing is that when you look at the article, the first or the entry session of your article is the most important section, or the subordinate text. The subordinate text is the entire text that comes after the first heading and the first sentence that comes after the first heading or the journal headings. Because search engine algorithm just see the first sentence, and if they are not enough relevant or the responsiveness, so they did not go further reading, they just predict and give the prediction ranking. This is also about the predictive ranking score. And in the news industry, we also see these type of examples a lot of time. Predictive information retrieval. This is the concept that comes from the information retrieval. Because they want to decrease their cost, so that's why they use these specific type of things. In our macro context, we use physiologically, physically, or psychologically, or the nutritional words, and with the slightly transitions. And once we add everything, we use the context term at the end of the beginning that here you can see, and then we connect our visual or the image with the text. Thank you. In the next lecture, we will try to understand the page wide characteristics with the search function together.